Hi, welcome back for another video, and I got a request from somebody, could I do a brief series on cheap, obscure amps that don't suck? Now, I'm not sure about obscure, but I thought, yeah, let's do some on some cheap second-hand amps. There's plenty out there, and so, yeah, quite exciting for me. I came across this. It's a VOX, I think it's a 15 watt one, and it's the Pathfinder 9158. V9158 from about 1999. I think they discontinued these in about 2008. You can still get a Pathfinder 10 combo. I don't know how that compares, but this thing's got a bit of a surprise in it from my point of view. I've only ever played one other VOX, which was I think an AC 10 valve amp. Wow, that was good, very good. So yeah, I was quite excited to try this out because I've also got a VOX standard 25 guitar from 1984, so I thought, hey, I'll try the two together, they're going to sound great. They don't, sound shit, and we'll get onto that later. I'll show you, I don't know what went wrong. Anyway, I'm going to change over now to another video where we can have a little close-up look at the controls and just tell you a bit about those, and then we'll go on and do some sound checks. Let's get to it. As you can see, it's open back, VOX 8-inch speaker, headphone socket on the back, which is quite different. It's got 99 in the serial number, so that's where I'm presuming it's from, 1999. Now here's the controls. As you can see, the thing is a bit minging. Simple input, socket is normal. It's got a gain, which is pretty good. There's your boost for distortion, volume, treble, bass. Now it's got tremolo, it's got speed, and it's got depth. And then it can take a foot switch, which I presume is just a switch in the crunch channel. Now the tremolo kind of works okay, it's quite low key, but it does do something. But it does seem quite a bright amp, and it sounds very, very different compared to what sort of guitar you're plugging into it, as you'll find out. So let's go and do some sounds. Well, I'm just about to set the amp up, recording through an SM57 microphone as always, so we've got consistency with all recordings that I do. And I'm going to play 5 guitars through this amp, just on clean, just enough gain on it so there's volume there and a little bit of drive. I'll show you a picture alongside what I'm playing so you can see the amp settings. And all the guitars are going to have their tone pots, volume pots right up on full, so nothing's going to change. Just so you can see and hear how different this amp sounds with different guitars with different pickups. It's quite alarming. Not all guitars suit all amps. I know you can sort of adjust some of that sound out, and with pedals you can lose a little bit of that in there, but yeah, it's quite surprising. Anyway, here we go, guitar number 1. Well, I don't have the VOX Pathfinder. Now, I'll be honest, I have mixed feelings about this fella. I don't know if it's just because it's old and some of the components are drying out. That's usually a sign of when the effects start to not behave as well as they could do. And the tremolo, it kind of works, but it doesn't work that well. But I noticed I don't like the boost. As soon as you put the boost on, you get a lot of induced noise and it seems to compress the whole sound down and it loses a lot of dynamic range. And yeah, I think you're better off using an overdrive pedal than trying to get away with that. Now the gain function on this, the gain pot seems to work really well and you almost get a valvey sort of sound, and you can sort of start backing the volume off, and just like you do with tube amps, you get that thing where you have the break up and you start backing the volume off and it cleans up the sound. Well, that kind of works with it, not as well as the tube and not as well as it does with the little micro Terra that I did the other day. But yeah, it's noisy. It's just a very, very noisy amp. I noticed as soon as I plug the pedal board in, it's this awful hum. Hard to get rid of. I had to muck around with the settings on my mixer and things, and you shouldn't have to do that really. Again, I should give it benefit of the doubt. It's an old amp, so let's be fair to it. And these things you can pick up for 40 quid. Other than that, I think it comes across as quite a good little amp. It's got plenty of volume with the gain up, but then if you have the gain up, it does start to break up and it just sounds like an overdrive on all the time. So I don't know, maybe as a practice amp it's okay. Not my favourite amp. I'd need to try some more, I think, to be fully persuaded to say I really like it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed some of that. More stuff coming up, and thanks very much for watching. So we'll catch up again soon. Bye now.